Welcome to the More to Life podcast. I'm your host, Kate Philpott, and I'm a multi-passionate, big dream enthusiast. Here, we're all about becoming your best self and achieving your biggest dreams. Because your dream life does not only have to exist inside your mind. So, if you're an absolute boss of a woman looking for practical strategies to create your dream life, as well as an abundance of tips and tricks to level up your mindset and become limitless, then this is the podcast for you. So listen along, share a screenshot of the episode on your Instagram stories, and tag me at More to Life Kate, and I would love to shout you out. I'm so excited for you to absolutely up-level whatever part or parts of your life that you want to. It's time to get more out of your life, honey. Well, hello and welcome back to the More to Life podcast, episode 4. Today we're going to be going through how to create an amazing morning routine for the most productive and joyful day ever. Right? So we obviously value productivity so much in this day and age, but let's not have that take away from the joy and fulfillment that we can experience in every single day. Whether you've hit your dream life status or not, you can still achieve incredible levels of joy in every single day. So I'll be sure to provide you with all the tools that you need so that you can take what I've said today and build the morning routine that suits you best. Not anybody else. We are all different people. We see the world differently. We have had different experiences. We have different morals. We function differently. But this episode is essentially a customizable guide on building a morning routine for productivity and joy. So, the win of the week for this episode is actually, I caught myself yesterday in a mindset of lack. I was looking at a particular situation from the place of lack and scarcity, and I was looking at this issue with the underlying belief and worry that there wouldn't be enough. That there wouldn't be enough money, that there wouldn't be enough support to achieve this certain goal. And I noticed it and I caught myself. I was like, hold up, hold the fuck up. That outlook is not helping anyone right now. It's not helping me, and it's not helping the consumer that will be on the receiving end of this thing, because that would absolutely shine through in what I was doing. So what I actually ended up doing was some EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique, which is honestly a technique that I have totally fallen in love with in the last, I don't know, month or so. And I tapped on gratitude and abundance, and oh my goodness, that was with the help of Gala Darling. If you are new to tapping, just check her out. Just do it. She's absolutely amazing for tapping. And oh, yeah, it was so transformative for my mindset yesterday. But the reason this is a win of the week was because after catching myself, I totally took my power back, and I ended up going about the rest of my day with a mindset of abundance and gratitude, and knowing that there is always enough money and there's always enough support and there's always enough of whatever it is, insert required thing here. Actually, desired, not required. Desired is a better word. Okay, so for today's episode, why are morning routines so important? Well, the way you go about your morning determines how your day goes. And how your day goes determines how your week goes. And how your week goes determines how your month goes. And, so on and so forth. And that is ultimately your life. So I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but I mean, it's pretty important to get your mornings down. Without some kind of morning routine, you really do leave your day totally up to chance. There's that old saying about either you control your day or your day controls you. And people say the same about life. But that is so true. Like, there is so much time, money, joy even left on the table when we just get up and get straight into breakfast, coffee, go. And the entire point of More to Life is to help you get more out of your life, So you better believe that we're going to absolutely help you to not leave any of that stuff on the table. All right, so obviously there are different types of morning routines, and they could be focused on a different end goal, I suppose, but a different outlook. And everybody's going to differ based on their goals and, where you're at in your life and all this stuff. Some examples would be a morning routine for happiness and joy, for productivity. Those are two that we're going to look at today. Peace and calm, dream body, whatever else, we're going to specifically talk about just those two, happiness and joy and productivity today. But basically, let's set you up for a day of being on fire and so ready to live your dream, honey. Okay, okay. So, with the amount of time your morning routine should take, much like what we spoke about in the Dream Body episode, it is totally up to you. That's such a vague answer, but it's true. If you commit yourself to a 2 hour morning routine, when you have like a really, I don't know, maybe you're maybe you're about to go through a launch in your business, or maybe you are, I'm just using that because that's my example right now. There's no way I could do 2 hours for a morning routine, but then maybe on the other hand 5 minutes just doesn't do enough for you. Like, it really depends on your own schedule and your own desires and goals, and your goals from the morning routine, like what you actually want to get out of it. Also, side note, maybe a 2 hour morning routine isn't going to be the best if you're looking at productivity. Simply because, likely it's not going to be a go, go, go morning routine, and you are going to maybe get a little too relaxed. But that's neither here nor there. Play around with different times, I would say. It could be a couple of minutes, could be half an hour, whatever. All right, so I'm going to go through 4 different aspects that I would recommend you add. Now, you don't have to add them all, but these are things that have really helped me in my morning routines, particularly when I'm looking to be productive that day and when I'm looking to have a smile on my bitch ass face all damn day. So, the first element I'm going to be talking about is affirmations and gratitude. So, basically, some kind of language work. And I'm going to get straight to the point. Your language, both out loud and inside your wonderful mind, is so incredibly powerful. According to the teachings of Abraham, a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. And you know that your beliefs have a direct impact on your actual reality. So if you think, for example, oh, there's no point in trying to start that YouTube channel because nobody will watch it anyway. Chances are, yeah, I mean, you're right. You're probably right. Because if that is the energy that you bring to your YouTube channel that you start, and I'm just using this as an example, but if that's the energy you bring to it, that's going to shine directly through, and people will, they might not know it consciously, but they just won't feel that connection with you. Therefore, your reality is created by your belief. All right, I mean, that's a very direct example of it, but even in a more spiritual woo-woo way, it's still true. But even if we flip it to the other side and you do affirmations on, my YouTube channel is a raging success and people watch my videos every single day and they binge watch them and they love them so much and they tell all their friends about me because I'm having such an impact on their life, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, that energy is going to come through. That reality will be created. Like, can't you see how impactful that language can actually be? So, with affirmations, there are several ways to go about it, really. Like write them down, say them out loud. You could record yourself saying them and then listen to it back, or even listen to pre-created affirmations on, Spotify, YouTube, that kind of thing. The possibilities are really endless, and it just depends on what you feel most inspired by and what actually gives you that emotional reaction, that oomph, that when you hear them or when you say them or write them down, that you almost feel butterflies in your stomach because you believe 100% that that is real. So you can even go for affirmations on specifically being more productive and being more efficient with your time, and creating the most incredible, joyful day of your life, you know? Gratitude, then, you can use in all the same ways that I've mentioned, and this will then allow you to tap into all of the incredible things, people, experiences, opportunities you've already got in your life. And you actually cannot feel bad when you are grateful. It's impossible that those two things clash. Only one of them can be present, and you get to choose which one of them it is. Okay, here is my little pro tip on affirmations and gratitude. Oh my god, this is so important and it makes such a difference. Use emotions in your voice. So, like, it's not today is the best day ever. It's today is the best day ever. Like, I'm just trying not to be too loud right now, but feel it. Like, say it as if it is the actual truth. Okay, so I'm going to share a little anecdote about when affirmations absolutely had an incredible impact on my life. Okay, so when I was living in Australia, the place I spent the most time was the Gold Coast, and I was living there for about 7 months. One of the jobs I had while I was there, I was actually in door to door sales. Um, as an introvert, there are about 50 different stories on the comfort zone with this job, but anyway, that is a topic for another day. So obviously, I was paid commission only, and because sales. And that meant that I could either go out and make like an unlimited amount of money in a day, or I could go out and not make money in a whole week. But what was so interesting to me is my numbers were directly impacted by the affirmations I did. And I mean, this is before I even got into anything to do with manifestation, law of attraction, any of that stuff. And I can see now, looking back, like, it's insane how I manifested this stuff. I didn't realize it at the time, but it's so clear to me now. Anyway, I set myself up with a little morning routine. Now, I will be honest, I didn't do it every day. However, whenever I did do it, the results were insane. This is what I mean, right? So I would write down my affirmations. I would use pretty specific affirmations. That approach really helped me. I wouldn't just say like I am powerful, I am strong, or anything like that. It just didn't really resonate with me. What I would say was everybody I speak to today loves me. Everybody wants to pay me, those kind of things, but also I would always put a little number. I would say I'm so grateful for the 3 sales that I got today, or whatever. So, to give you a bit of context, I suppose, because of like the level of sales it was, each sale would have me paid $100. And the average was kind of 2 sales a day, and you'd speak to, 50, 60 people. But it was insane how every single time I wrote down an amount of sales that I got in a day, I got that amount of sales. Does that make sense? Like, whenever I wrote it in the morning, like, oh, I got 3 sales today, I got 4 sales today, I got that number of sales, bar no days. And the first time I ever wrote down that I was gonna get 4 sales in a day, I got 4 sales in a day. And even better than that particular day, this is kind of going off topic, but that particular day, my colleagues were off somewhere else, and they dropped me off at this, like, what was it, like a corporate, I want to say like a corporate apartment building. It was like an office building, but there were loads of different businesses, not an apartment building. But I basically had to go into all the businesses and, do my thing. So I went into one business. I shit you not. I got 4 sales in one business. Like, I hadn't even left the one business. I was like shaking because I was like, oh my God, I haven't like reacted out loud yet. This is insane. And I definitely did affirmations on it that day. I did affirmations about how everybody wanted to pay me money, how I was getting 4 sales easily that day, and all this stuff. Madness. And I mean, yeah, like I was saying, that particular day, my colleagues were off somewhere else. So I got those 4 sales and then I walked straight home because it was actually a walking distance from where I lived. Most of the time, we would go drive off to the middle of nowhere in like some suburb in Brisbane to do our stuff, but it was actually in the Gold Coast and it was only like a half-hour walk away from my actual building. So I was like, happy days, I'm going home. And that walk home, I was like, I really hope none of my colleagues see me like walking home when I'm supposed to be working till like 5 or 6. Okay, so I've gone a little bit around the world explaining that, but the point is the power, the actual power in your language and how you speak to yourself and how you speak out loud. And oh my God, it has such an insane impact on what actually happens in your reality. And when you start your day in the empowered, I've got this state of mind, nothing will stop you. You will be a limitless being. Hey girl, I'm just popping in here to let you know about the More to Life Patreon, which is also just launched in conjunction with this podcast. If your relationship with your dreams right now is full of sexual tension, but not a whole lot of explosions, shall we say, this is just the thing you're looking for. There are workshops, motivational audios, worksheets, and loads more goodies for you. Also, if you need a kick up the butt from time to time. One of the motivational audios we've got, for example, is specific to your morning and getting your sweet ass out of bed, and they will definitely get you going. There are different tiers as well, so you get to choose what level of guidance you'd like. For more details, check out the link in the show notes or go to www.patreon.com/more to life. Can't wait to see you there, queen. Okay, so the next element to add into your morning routine for a productive and joyful day is scripting/visualization. Scripting and visualization are all about creating a clear picture in your mind of some aspect of your life that you want to live. Maybe in this visualization, you are drinking cocktails on the front of a yacht, or you are drinking champagne with your friends, celebrating some major success in your life, or you're even just sitting on your balcony overlooking the beautiful, I don't know, Manhattan skyline with your coffee, or maybe you're out for dinner with the man or woman of your dreams, getting engaged. You know, there are so many ways to have so much fun with this. And the reason I say scripting or visualization, I mean, scripting is basically a form of visualization, only you're writing it down as if it's like a journal entry, like a diary entry. I mean, for example, you might say, oh my God, I just got my first ever record deal. I'm so excited and overjoyed and da 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 da. And you know, you can be as specific or general as you want. You'll know it's working when you start to get butterflies. Like you will literally be writing or envisaging or whatever, and you will start to feel actual butterflies in your stomach because it feels like a real current moment. But the reason I suggest you include this in your morning routine is because it sets your mind up with what's possible. It will give you this buzz knowing that whatever your tasks are for that day, you know you're taking major steps towards your dream life or your biggest successes, and that they can actually happen to you in real life. It's hard not to be overjoyed and excited about life when you do that. All right, the next element I would recommend you add into your morning routine for specifically a productive day, not necessarily joyful, but this is an amazing productivity tip, is the timer challenge. Okay, this is something that will create insane momentum in your day. It is next level. You will end up going about your day, tick, 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 done, done, done. I'm on fire, bitch. So what you do is you pick some kind of menial task, whether it's tidying your desk, which I'm looking at now and I should probably do that, or whether it is, I don't know, cleaning the kitchen or even having a shower or something that you don't have to think about. And what you do after you've picked your task is you set a timer for 10 minutes. I wouldn't say any less because you may not actually get the thing done, and I wouldn't say any more because you want to be challenged to get it done within that 10 minutes. And once you hit start on that timer, you go. You move fast, all right? You are efficient. You move, go, go, go. You get the thing done. And the thing is, I've done this so many times and it is like such a powerful reset. And what ends up happening normally is when the 10 minutes is up, you actually don't want to stop or procrastinate or anything. Like, it's a really quick way to give yourself momentum. And it's a really powerful tool if your main aim for the day is productivity related. Trust me, just try it out, honestly. All right, the last element I'd suggest you include in your morning routine for a productive and joyful day is happy dance. And listen, if that's too cheesy for you, any workout will do fine. Whether you want to take this to a full blown workout or just a 5-10 minute blitz is up to you. But I can assure you that getting your heart rate up for just a few minutes in the morning, whew, especially in a way that you enjoy, to great music and like the Spice Girls just so happen to be playing, I mean, you will have all of the happy, joyful endorphins rushing through your body. And you'll find that you can't help but be in a fantastic mood. I know for me, when I throw on noise cancelling headphones and like naughties music, oh my god, there's no stopping me. So, out of the 4 elements I've shared with you today, affirmations and gratitude, scripting and visualization, timer challenge, and happy dance and or workout, which are you immediately pulled to? Which do you think, oh yeah, I could definitely feel more joyful if I included that in my morning? Or I could definitely be more productive if I did that in my morning. Whichever one it is, or maybe it's a few of them, implement them into a morning routine for yourself. Even if it's just a little short morning routine, start somewhere. It could just be 10 minutes, but that 10 minutes could drastically change how the rest of your day goes. How beautiful and powerful is that? Okay, so the quote of the week this week, oh, I love this so much. This is not just another day. This is another chance to make your dreams come true. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I love that. Sometimes we really do get caught up in the hustle and the grind and we forget how incredibly blessed we are to be here and to be given another chance to make our dreams come true. Another opportunity to become the woman that we dream of being and to take another step forward to living the life we really want to live. So, as you wake up each day this week, remember that. Realize how lucky you truly are to have been granted this gift of another day to build, to create, to become just more. This is also quite aligned with the morning motivational audio that I actually just recorded it today for the Patreon, which is essentially a motivational audio that you can play when you are struggling to get out of bed. It's aimed at getting your sweet ass out of bed and it's a lot of fun, but it's just very on brand with what I'm talking about right now. It's similar to the likes of your motivational videos on YouTube and stuff, but just specific to women and specific to actually getting out of bed. Because sometimes it's hard to get out of bed. So go ahead and check that out if that feels aligned to you. The link is below in the show notes, or it's just www.patreon.com/more to life. Okay, so yesterday I put up a question sticker on my Instagram story asking for questions on morning routines because I knew I was going to record this episode. And the question I got was, how do you stick to your morning routine? I always do it for about a week and then I fall off the wagon. Great question. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've definitely done that as well. And of course, I mean, there's not much of a point to doing something for a few days and then just not anymore because that's never going to have an actual effect on your life as a whole. I find that we go through phases in life. In certain things will work for us for a while and then nothing happens physically, but it just stops working. For example, in lockdown number 2 in Ireland, which was like November-ish, October, November, I was in the best routine of getting up and doing my workout straight away. And like it was not even a question in my mind. I'd do my workout and then I had a couple of other things I did after that. And when we started lockdown 3, I tried to keep doing that. And it just was not working for me anymore because we go through, we ebb, we flow, different, things change. So, what I would suggest for this is first of all, make sure you're doing the following things. You're including activities that you actually enjoy. Number 2, you actually feel good when you do this morning routine. If it's something that makes you feel like crap or makes you feel inadequate in any way, then you don't want that in your day, especially not every day. Number 3 is the right duration for you. And again, be okay with the fact that you might be going through a phase in your life where you can only mentally handle like 5-10 minutes of a morning routine. That's okay. And it might not even be that deep, but you just might not have the patience for it or the time. And so, if you're doing all these things already and you're still struggling with being consistent with your morning routine, here's what I would suggest. If you're watching the video version, I just accidentally hit myself in the face, but that's fine. Let's keep moving. So, first of all, make a list of 10 to 15 activities that you would like to include in your morning routine. Obviously, not all at once, but just potential things that you could add in. And each evening, pick out the 2 to 4 activities that you would like to do the following morning. Ask yourself which 2, 3, or 4 will be the most beneficial for me tomorrow morning. Write it down in a little notebook or a post-it note and put it beside your bed or put it on your phone, wherever you need, wherever is the best place to remind you of things. And the reason I say do it the night before is because the chances are there will be things that are beneficial, but when it actually comes time to do them, I'm just mainly thinking workouts right now, you're going to be like, but I don't, it's fine. I don't have to do that right now. So that's why I'd say plan it out the night before, because that way you're going to make a more beneficial decision for yourself for the following morning. So it's kind of like having a little morning routine menu, which I think is a really cute idea. Okay, so in conclusion from today's episode, how you spend your morning determines how your day goes, which determines how your week goes, and month, and years, and life. Okay, so it's powerful to take control of your morning. Make it as long or as short of a morning routine as you want. 5 minutes to 2 hours, whatever works best for you and your schedule. And the 4 elements that I strongly recommend considering to include in your morning routine for a joyful and more productive day are, first of all, some form of language work, affirmations, gratitude, whether you're writing them down or saying them out loud, because your beliefs determine your reality. And a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. Visualization of some sort, potentially scripting to allow you to fully embody these, high vibe, fantastic life experiences and feel the emotions related to them. Number 3, a timer challenge specifically for productivity. Set a 10-minute timer, perform some menial task, and just watch how you create this intense momentum for yourself. And finally, happy dance. Ideally, happy dance, or you could also work out, because it just feels so good to move your body in a way that feels good. Simply put. And lastly, to stay consistent with your morning routine, make sure it suits your schedule, make sure it actually makes you happy, and if all else fails, you can do the morning routine menu technique, so you can decide as each day comes. Okay, gorgeous. Thank you for listening to the More to Life podcast, episode 4. Go ahead and have an amazing day today. And remember, this is not just another day, it's another chance to make your dreams come true. I'll see you again tomorrow for a full episode on creating amazing money habits and building your wealth. See you then. Mwah. Well, thank you so much for listening to the More to Life podcast. It's been an absolute pleasure being a part of your day. And listen, if anything at all resonated with you or was particularly valuable, you'd be doing me a massive favor by leaving a 5-star review on iTunes and, of course, sharing the podcast on your Instagram stories. Make sure to tag me at More to Life Kate and I will repost on my own stories. Don't forget to check out the show notes for all the links and resources. And again, if you want more in-depth, actionable content, feel free to pop over to patreon.com/more to life, which is also linked in the show notes. You'll gain access to exclusive value-packed workshops, motivational audios where I'll absolutely kick your ass into gear, and a lot of other goodies too. I'm so grateful to have you here. See you next time. Mwah!